It's Tim Albright with AVNation with the road to CEDIA Expo 2023. Happens the 7th through the 9th of September in beautiful Denver. And with me to talk about Hunter Douglas is Mr. Scott Stephenson. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Good to see you. I'll get to see you again in Denver this time around, 2947, 2947. Scott, last time you wowed us with a bunch of really great innovations. What will we find at Hunter Douglas this time around?
Last year, we were a little bit stealth with our big release of the Aura illuminated shades. We didn't really talk about it at all before the show. Kind of teased a little bit of, hey, you're going to want to come see something. But it was one of those things that word of mouth spread, and a lot of people said they thought the most innovative thing they'd seen at the show, and in some cases seen at the show in a number of years. So this year we're making a really big deal out of it. The difference with last year it was kind of more of a sneak peek, knowing that it wasn't going to launch until later, this year. We have now actually officially launched it, rolling out to dealers nationwide. So we're excited to show that off again. We know a lot of people didn't get a chance to see it last year, and we want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to fully experience Aura. And then so that's in our kind of a separate little booth right next door to our main booth. And then in our main booth, we'll have a broad array of all of the different types of products that Hunter Douglas offers, from silhouette, pirouette, basic roller and screen shades, but also some types of shades that people might not have seen before, like our architectural roller shades that we launched last year, that are pretty cool. Give a little bit of I guess texture and I don't know, structure, if you will, to a traditional roller shade. So lots of different types of shade products. But I think the real excitement will be around those Aura illuminated shades, because it is just something that, a lot of people have just never seen before. And we keep hearing new and interesting ideas for how people are going to use them.
Well, let's tackle that for a second, because I did get a chance to see him last year, and it really was, it was probably my favorite thing I saw on the CEDIA show floor last year. Very innovative. Explain to somebody, if they've not seen a video of it or anything from last year, what exactly is the Aura line?
Really, it's a shade that creates its own light from the window. It really started with us just talking about, hey, we create all of these beautiful shades with these amazing fabrics, and our customers spend a lot of money on these beautiful textured fabrics that look amazing during the daytime when the light is shining through them, but at night that effect goes away. And so it really started as a way of just trying to say, how do we kind of recreate that light coming through in a way that shows off the fabric. But once we got into it and started developing it even more, we realized, wow, this is not just a way of showing off the fabric, but it is a way of generating light in the room that is unlike anything that people have ever seen. And we've had a lot of excitement from lighting designers. Lighting designers are all about, moving away from those kind of, harsh downward facing lights to, doing wall washes and things like that. But if you think about all of the modern construction that's happening with lots and lots of glass and not that much wall space, how do you then do something the equivalent of a wall wash into what would be a traditionally fairly dark space? And so this is a way of actually generating light at the window, and it can be fully color temperature controlled from 2200K to 6500K. You can control the brightness. You could even have it, ramp up from 0 to 100 over the course of 30 minutes if you wanted to essentially recreate a sunrise, but at 5 o'clock in the morning in the middle of winter. It's pretty amazing. I've got one at home actually in my wife's office, and she tends to work at home in the evenings a fair bit, and she's got to the point where it's the only light that she has on in the room, because it's just this nice, really soft, pleasant light in there. And she's a photographer, so she does a lot of photo editing at the time, and she likes to control the color temperature of what, so that she gets a reality of what she's looking at, and so it's perfect for her in there. You'll be amazed if you come see it, what the quality of the light is coming from these shades, and how pleasant it is to be in the space where you're just getting light from the shades.
I was slightly correct, Scott. I think that being amazed is a very nice, very muted way of saying what you will experience. Yeah, and the one thing is, and I found it kind of ironic, and I hope you don't take offense to this, but a company that has spent their entire history in their life blocking out light
Yes.
has now become a lighting company.
Yep, yep. Well, I think, we look at it more as instead of like blocking out light, shades are really about controlling natural light.
There we go.
So
Okay.
it's, I mean, in some cases, yes, you want to block out natural light, but in some cases, you want to softly filter it. In some cases, you want to, stop harsh rays, but still have light coming in. And this one of the reasons, for example, that we like, I mean, we have had people ask, oh, are you going to do RGB? And right now we've kind of steered away from that because we really do look at it as we're trying to extend or recreate natural light at times of day that you might not have some. I mean, even like today, there's remnants of a tropical storm running through Denver today, and it is gloomy and dark here today. And it would be, one of those days that you would just go, yeah, let me just actually close the shades and turn the lights on to a, nice like 5500K, and it would feel invigorating. So it's definitely, whether it's again that kind of wake up in the morning, whether it's wanting to be invigorated during the daytime on a gloomy day, or whether it's, hey, it's after dark and I'm entertaining and I just want to set a beautiful glow in the room. There's all kinds of opportunities and use cases.
Absolutely. All right, Scott, we will find you 2947, and right next door is the Aura 3147, but 2947 is where we'll start. Not everybody's going to CEDIA though, so if they're not, and they want to find out everything that Hunter Douglas will be talking about that week, how do they do that?
Definitely hunterdouglas.com. You're also welcome to look me up on LinkedIn. It's Scott-E-Stephenson.
All right, very good. Scott Stephenson from Hunter Douglas. We'll see him and in Denver for CEDIA 2023. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv, and follow along as we also head to CEDIA and CEDIA Expo 2023, the 7th through the 9th of September. All that and more at avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.